Doesn't feel like fall. It's been a hot day. We've been getting close to record highs today. I think we've fallen short most everywhere, but very close in McAllen. We've been up to at least 97 and record highs in 98. These are the records in the books. 97 in Weslaco, 98 in Harlingen, 96 in Brownsville. We stayed a couple degrees below this in most spots, but it's been, again, a very hot day across the valley. And temperatures right now, look at these numbers, and still 96 in McAllen, 97 in Rio Grande City. It is a little cooler along the coast, but all those numbers you see are still roughly, about maybe the high temperatures at least, maybe a good 5 or 6 degrees or more above normal for this time of year. So it is, very hot out there across the area, and it's going to be just about as hot again tomorrow. We don't see a big drop in temperatures for at least a little while coming up. Current temperatures, as you saw, are in the 90s. Check out the dew points. They've been up there in the 70s. Dew points in the mid 70s. It's very humid. We're into that kind of still summertime feel to the air, so it won't cool off a lot tonight. And the heat index, how hot it feels. Look at this. It still feels over 100 over across the area. 108 in McAllen, 101 in Brownsville. That's the apparent temperature. That's how hot you feel with the humidity added in if you're standing in the shade. Of course, if you're standing in the sun wearing dark clothing, it feels even hotter on you. But again, very hot day out there for this time of year. Satellite radar shows not a lot going on. We showed you there's like one little shower popping up in McAllen, but basically the radar has been very quiet today with very limited shower activity, and there might be 1 or 2 small showers between now and about sunset. Farther to the north, there are some bigger storms, but even they're starting to fade away a bit, sweeping through the hill country and now approaching areas from about Victoria toward Houston and in northeastern Texas. But that area still has a slight risk of severe weather through the rest of this evening and tonight. So it is a risk of some big storms passing by mainly to our north, and no threats of severe weather here. Future track does show, at least overnight for us, partly cloudy skies this evening, partly cloudy skies most of tonight. Should stay dry in the overnight hours. By tomorrow, we still have a warm day, but there's a very weak front coming in during the daytime. This one probably won't notice it, except the wind flow will turn more from the southeast to the north, but it doesn't really do much to temperatures tomorrow. In fact, it's still probably going to be almost as hot as today, but there's still a lot of moisture in the air, and there still could be a couple showers or even a weak thunderstorm in spots tomorrow scattered around the valley. But most of the time and in most places, it's going to be kind of just like today, dry and hot and very little rain. Thursday, still maybe a couple of showers around, but a weak front still in the area could at least help lower temperatures a few degrees, especially with a few clouds. So Thursday might be a day when it feels a little cooler, may not get out of the upper 80s in some areas because of some added cloud cover and that light northerly wind flow. So you could say, wow, it's a slight improvement on Thursday, and even into Friday, temperatures may not be as hot, but the chance to really cool off won't come until later next week, and we'll track that in more detail coming up in the 6 o'clock hour. In the tropics, though, we showed you a little bit at the beginning. Hurricane Michael moving straight north, already a Category 3 hurricane headed toward Florida, and the latest coordinates, 26.0 north, 86.4 west. That puts it right there, and remember, it's moving about due north at 12 miles per hour. Could be moving into Florida during the daytime tomorrow, and you see it could move through Florida and then eventually into Georgia, still as a tropical storm or hurricane, where it could create some heavy rain right there in Georgia and South Carolina through Thursday and into early Friday before it moves out to sea and kind of just goes bye-bye. So the first 1-5-70 forecast. Now we do have another hot day tomorrow, back up in the 90s, about a 20%, 40% chance, I guess, of a shower, increasing in the afternoon. Thursday, there still may be 1 or 2 showers or a weak thunderstorm with the front in the area, but I think most areas will be dry. And on Friday, highs near 90, but we turn the humidity down maybe just a tiny bit, so it may cool off a few more degrees at night. Notice the weekend heats up again. There could be some heavier downpours maybe Sunday evening or night into early Monday as a strong cold front comes through, and those aren't typos there. You see those numbers? We go from 90s on Sunday to highs in the 70s on Monday, and if it stays rainy enough, we may not get out of the upper 60s on Tuesday. Yes, fall-like weather is around the corner, just not before the weekend. We'll track it in your first 1-5 forecast. Christian?